Nah.
Oh, you're live right now. Anybody in?
Just wait for people to come in.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Lynn's live too.
Yeah.
Miss Lynn's live too. Miss Lynn's live too. Put your headphones on.
You're repeating. What headphones? Are they?
Hey Kimber. Hey Clouds for my coffee. Say hi, Pam. Are you feeling better?
Yes, I'm feeling a little bit better. Thank you.
Hello. Hi, Jan.
They're not connecting.
Hi, Pamela.
They're not connecting.
I'll wait till a couple of people come in. I'm sorry that we're late. It's my fault. I was trying a new program, and it seemed like it didn't want to bring incorporate the comment section in. But I'll get it. I had it working once before, but for some weird reason, it's not working this time. Hi, Brenda.
Okay.
You should say "and naughty fur babies" right now. Good to see you too, Jan. Clouds in my coffee says, "Hi, Stefano, and glad you're feeling better, Pam. Congrats on the thank you,
Thank you. Yeah. I'm just trying to get set up.
Paula." Sorry, guys, we're all discombobulated today. What do you call it? We thought we need to get a new headset for Pam, and then we're gonna have to get something in the background here, so then this way we can come into the video. We'd like to have you here, but the house is a wreck right now because we are doing some spring cleaning.
Okay, guys. You know what? I'm like on a delay with my headset.
Yeah, because you're on
Yeah.
your phone. Yeah.
It's a delay.
So
So
it's only so you can hear me, guys.
I can hear you. Okay.
Okay, so Pam wanted to do something a little bit different today. She wanted to there's a story that she wanted to go through, and we're going to try something, just something on a different path. Instead of coming in here talking about the Hensons and talking about or Dollar Trees or anything like this, we said that we wanted to try something new. And I had, like I said, Pam is into crime and mystery and everything like that. And I guess let's give this one a go.
Yeah. So So online the other day, I was reading some like strange crime stories. So this story has to do with a missing person. It's
I'll put it on here.
Yeah, it's out of Florida. So we're gonna let you watch the video and
Well, a little bit of the video.
a little bit.
And we're going
It's
to give
only,
you an outline of what we think.
yeah, it's only like 2 minutes. So, and this is for educational purposes only. So I have to put that warning up.
Dispatch got a call from a man who identified himself as Ronald Wells Jr.
Did I say 8:30? Maybe I did.
Hello, how you doing today, Nick? Pretty good, sir. How can I help you? Oh, I can report an incident here. I just had a Vietnam veteran attack me and I had to defend myself. We were smoking a bowl of pop on the table. We were just sitting here talking. And all of a sudden, he just grabbed a hold of the knife and tried to swing at me and I had to defend myself. And now he's sitting here dead.
When police arrived at the home, they found 77-year-old Ronald Wells Sr. deceased on the front porch. He had suffered multiple stab wounds, blows to the head with a baseball bat, and was missing skin on his right forearm, like it had been flayed. Instead of finding Ronald Wells Jr., police found 30-year-old Colby Parker, the grandson of Wells Sr. He was standing in the home's doorway, covered in blood. After some questioning, Colby admitted to killing his grandfather in self-defense. After exhibiting signs of drug use, Parker pulled out 2 ears from his pocket and told police that they belonged to both Ronald Wells Sr. and Jr.
So, what? Junior? Yeah.
Okay, so this story is like one of those bizarre stories. I'm wondering if you guys can hear me. You can hear me? Okay. All right. So this is one just strange story, and everybody likes crime. So I just wanted to go through this story and see if this is something weird. It's bizarre and strange.
This one actually was one of the weirder ones that we saw, and we haven't seen this out there on your normal, like Icamel channels and stuff like that. So we figured that we might be able to bring this one to you first. So I hope you enjoy this.
Mm-hmm.
What is it, Ronnie and Ronnie Jr. right here? Ronnie. Okay, what is that?
Those are ears.
Those are ears. Can you hold those up for me?
What happened next stunned officers.
Uh-oh, I see your gun, bro. No, Mike.
Hi, Tasha. How are you? Okay, so you guys get the point of this story is just that when the police came up to ask him if he's seen the man, he says, "Oh, you mean him?" And he pulls out the ears and says, "Here he is." It was just so bizarre that I was like, "Wow, that's really out there." So the man was charged, of course, for murder. And I don't know how many years he had because there's really not a lot on the story. This story took place, I think, in 2020. So, it's just so weird, this one. And I was kind of like, we were kind of busy today. I was like sick early in the morning. So I really didn't get to see any other stories like this. So, but this is what I'm talking about. This is how I want like my lives to go now. I want them to go in this direction. I know everybody saw Jim last night on Diane's channel with Jacqueline, but I just, that's not the direction I was going with Jerry Ann. If Jim comes out and finally tells people that the cancer is fake, then I will be more willing to watch the channels and the other channels. But right now, he's just playing off, talking about his wife again, and that to me is embarrassing for her. Like we've all agreed how embarrassing that was. And now we're all watching Jim just complain about his wife. So I'm not going to watch that. Like it's given him, like, I want him to go in a better direction than what he's going in. I want him to feel better, get better, have a better mindset than just talking about Jerry Ann. He has to do something about it instead of just talking. And only he can do that. We can't make him do that. So I just decided that, if we're going to just sit and chat, we can find new stories. If you guys see something strange and weird, you can let me know. I'll look it up and we could just sit and talk about it and have like a chat on a Saturday night. Okay. So that's just how I feel right now. It's a no big deal. It's, it's nobody else's fault or problem. It's just how I see things right now. And I see things that Jim, yeah, he's doing a lot better, but we need to stick with the real thing about Jerry Ann not having cancer. And that's how I feel. And that's the direction I'm still going to go in with Jerry Ann when she does her health updates. I'll be doing that as well, her health updates. So, I thought it would be fun just to do something different and hang out for a bit and just have a little bit of fun, see what's on the interweb and just talk about that.
Now we could see this from a different angle. There was 3 stories on this particular one, and what they did was now this is like the news anchor one, so that you can get that kind of perspective here from the news anchor.
4 suspects wanted in connection with the murder of a teenager. A vigil was held
can't hear.
tonight for the young victim right outside the school.
Oh.
15-year-old Devin Whedon was walking to Simon Gratz High School Master
Oh.
Charter entitled.
Sorry, wrong thing. Never mind. I messed up again. It must have went past. Yeah.
A Florida man is charged with killing his 77-year-old grandfather, Ronald Wells Sr., and cutting off the man's ears. According to the police report, while he was being questioned about the death, Kobe Parker pulled the human ears from his pocket. CBS affiliate WPEC reports the Lake County Sheriff's Office responded to a home in Central Florida Saturday night for reports of a man being attacked by his grandfather. According to deputies, Parker claims Wells pulled a knife on him. Parker managed to get the knife away, then used it against Wells in what he called self-defense. Investigators say Parker admitted to cutting his grandfather multiple times with a butcher's knife, also hitting him multiple times with a baseball bat. And they say he also admitted to cutting Wells' ears off and stated he wanted his grandfather to be with his dead grandmother. Officers say Parker was violent towards them, but was eventually subdued and taken into custody. He's now charged with second-degree murder, battery on a law enforcement officer, and resisting with violence.
So yeah, that's the take on that from that. It's wow.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's strange. Like, I don't know if he's going to go for the mental defense of like being mentally unstable.
Maybe
he
it's
wanted his
possibility,
grandfather to be with his grandmother. But yeah. Oh, I don't know. Did you see any other stories?
Huh? No,
there's
none other that I know of. We just
that
stick with
guy's
this one
really
particular
sick.
story.
And then he actually went after the police officers.
Yeah. You saw from the very first video. If you didn't see it, just comment. I could play it over again.
Mm-hmm.
Afterwards, he lunged out. There was a part in this actually where he walked through the house. So it was crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you, Louise. What happened? Hi, Betty B. What happened was the 30th, I was supposed to go to the doctor's. I have new medication. So I'm not sure if it's a side effect of the new medication or what's going on. But the 30th, I was supposed to see my regular doctor. He's an MD. And so he called me on the 27th. We talked about my blood results and things. And then Then I went and got a call from the office, and the office told me, well, we have to get you a new doctor because your doctor is no longer with us. And I said to her, I said, I just talked to him. Where did he go? And she says, well, we're not at liberty to say. And I was like, well, that was only 2 days ago. I just talked to him. So now I have to wait until May to see a new MD because the office is small and they only have so many doctors to go around. So since he left, it left a backlog of people. So I must be in the middle somewhere. So I have to wait until,
cool.
oh, no, not, is it April? No, it's April right now. April, I go in for just like a checkup and I could get my prescriptions. But May is
Katie
a
Johnston.
new doctor.
Sorry.
So, but now I'm worried because he was going to take my biopsy for me. So, I don't know what I'm going to do now. So I guess I just have to wait and see. And then I don't see my other doctor until Dr. Jackson, when do I see him? Middle of April, I believe. He's my fibro doctor. So, Hi, Miss H. How are you? Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better today, but if I overdo it, tomorrow I'll feel bad again. And actually, the thing that's actually helping me is none of my pain medicine from the doctors, like my Cymbalta isn't helping, my hydrochloroquine is not helping. Advil is actually helping me, but I don't want to take too many of them because they just make me feel icky. So, but that's the thing that's helping me. That and moving. I have to move. It makes the swelling go down, but it also increases the swelling overnight. So it's a double-edged sword with these problems. So
Hi, Dylan. We didn't see you there. I didn't see you there.
oh, hi Dylan. How are you? How are you? Thank you for stopping by, everyone. I really do appreciate it. Like tonight is just going to be fun chat. It's not going to be anything important or anything like that. It's just going to be whatever you guys want to talk about. Like we showed you this weird crime thing. And I guess Stefano has another video set up for you guys to watch. So it's about the same guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a short that was on there, and I'm going to see if I can get time. Let's get you in there. It was just a short. It's a little hard to see because I can't make these bigger.
Oh, you can't make it.
But
I asked and you didn't know. So.
Yeah.
Junior. Yeah. Where's Junior? Ronnie Junior right here. Ronnie.
It's kind of low too.
What is that?
Those are ears.
Right. I'll take this from you. I got it. Let go. All right, speakers. See if he has ears. He does not have ears. They were cut off. Oh, can I see your gun? No.
Oh, that's good.
Other than that, I don't know where Junior is. I asked you.
all right, so it just repeats itself. I know one of these had it so that where they actually walked into the house and they saw the father in there. Well, they blurred it out and everything like that. But I believe they found two bodies. Then they the grandfather and the father.
Not that I know of. He just not that in any of the details I read. Because
Okay.
I went to the Florida News to find it because this was a couple years ago, and it just said that he said that he wanted his grandfather to be with his grandmother, and they said that he was missing. So, and Brenda, I do watch EW all the time. I watch them, but what I was trying to do is just bring up videos that nobody really has because I don't want to get hit for copying. So, and like this is just like quick little videos, nothing real big, and then we could just talk about it. But yeah, I'll have to look for that bracelet, Louise. I'll have to see about that. I used to have one of those magnetic bracelets, and it was supposed to help you. Remember when I was typing all the time? No, that's okay, Brenda. I was just saying I do watch them a lot. Like the most twisted cases you've never heard of. That's really good, and they're a lot of their, what is that called, babe?
What?
The interrogations. I also watch the interrogations as well. So, but these are just things that I thought would be fun, instead of just talking about other things. But Stefano is the computer guy, so I actually have to learn how to do all this. So I guess over probably Monday he'll teach me so I can do it by myself when he goes back to work.
And we'll both get better at it. I mean,
Yeah.
what do you call it? Like I'm saying, the other program is right on the computer, so then this way you don't have to go through the StreamYard, and we could do a lot more and everything like this. With the stream,
have your picture up there.
with the StreamYard, you could do stuff. This is pretty cool, actually. Like I could put up a banner right now. I could be like, I could do that.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a couple of cool things that you could do. But
hi, Jack.
So it's.
Oh no. See, you know what, Louise? I believe that. I believe a lot. Let's see. Someone says we're black. What are we black? We blacked out?
Oh yes. Are we blacked out? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. But I believe a lot of what's going on with the family annihilators lately is that either they're having problems at work, or they lost a job, or just something's in the water, because there's been a lot of the family annihilators lately, and it's just so sad, to hear them, like somebody goes and, unalives the whole family and then themselves. So,
Hey Jack, if you're not seeing a picture on the screen of Pam, or there's a little.
Yeah. I don't, and
You should be able to see.
I don't understand how somebody can go and like do that to a person that they love.
That's the
it would
weird
be
thing. But
gruesome.
if you ever noticed that the real crime is 99% of the time when it's a crime, it's against family member,
Mm-hmm.
or next door neighbor, or something very close. It's always something like that.
Right. Hi, Brenda Z. How are you? Yeah, to me, it's like so strange too.
That's why they say it's always the husband, it's always the wife, it's
Well,
always the
it's the
girlfriend,
first.
it's the
They go from the family and then
sister-in-law,
then
brother-in-law, and
yeah,
on and on and on.
yeah.
But it's the closest people to you that seem to be the ones that hurt you.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Right.
It's just so weird that people are like that now. And now we're not going to go. I was going to go over the case with that Talon little boy, that poor little boy, and his mom. What's her name was Passion and Talon. But I don't know. Like it's so early yet. I'm just going to wait for their autopsies to find out what happened to the little boy. Hi, Penny. You want to say hi to everyone? Yeah? You saying hi? I don't know. So today yesterday I started my 30-day cleanse, but today I'm really into it. So that's going pretty good. How are you feeling with your carnivore?
Yeah, this is day 2. Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah, I'm liking it. It's something else. It's like
so what are you doing? Are you eating like when you're hungry, or?
well, right now I'm doing it like that. Well, actually, I'm eating two times a day. So I basically, well, this morning I had 2 hamburgers, then they were just plain, no cheese, no nothing, just salt and pepper, and that's they were actually, I ground the meat myself, so it was brisket. I got a big brisket, and I ground down the meat myself, and I made 2 nice big burgers out of that. So that was breakfast, and just for dinner, I had a steak and I had 2 duck eggs.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
that was pretty good.
Yeah, and yeah, when I did customer service, there was so much typing. There really was so much typing, especially, So I already knew that I had my bad wrist. Remember when I fell on it? They were gonna, my right hand, which was the hand that was incredibly swollen yesterday. They were going to fuse it together, but because it's my dominant hand, I did not want that done. I was just very worried about not being able to use my hand, so I didn't get that done.
That was the thing. We were thinking maybe, it could be the carpal tunnel.
Uh-huh.
It could be anything really at that point.
Yeah, when I used that bracelet with the magnets on it, it helped a lot. It did help a lot, but then my wrists are so swollen right now. I can't really wear anything. Like that bracelet I was wearing in the video, the little black one, I had a hard time taking it off. I couldn't hardly get it off. So
with that bracelet, is that the bracelet? What do you call it? Lithuanian bracelet? Is that what that was?
Mm-hmm. Oh.
We'll do it. We'll do.
Dylan, when we actually, the 2 of us were we were keto for over 2 years. I lost a total of 47 pounds, and Stefano, how much did you lose? You lost. On men, it's different though. Yeah, and he was so lean. Actually, he was losing too much weight. He started getting really, really skinny, like really thin, like in the face.
Yeah, I wasn't. Like just like now. I'm hoping to reap the benefits of the diet, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to eliminate. I'm going to do like an elimination thing. So after about 2 weeks of doing the carnivore diet, I may, depending on how I feel, I may start introducing stuff back in little by little to see if what's affecting me and what's not affecting me. And if it's not, if it's affecting me, I'm just going to stay out of the diet completely, even after the months. But I'm not sure how this is going to go, one day at a time.
It seems to help men a lot. Like it really does help men a lot, the carnivore diet.
But the carnivore diet, there's a lot of people that are doing it. Jordan Peterson, was it
Joe Rogan?
Joe Rogan.
Mm-hmm.
So are people that are doing it that I know have been doing it for quite some time.
Yeah.
And that that are popular that you can see.
Right.
And there's a whole bunch of there's a whole slew more people.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you call it? It seems like for the gut health, it seems like the way to go. And I've been having the heartburn again, and I can't stand it now. I know that the
heartburn.
The heartburn and everything like that, and my brain functionality once the ketones just goes into my head was gone just on keto. So I'm excited to see what this is going to do, because this is supposed to be over the top.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see where we're at on this, like the heightened energy and everything like that.
Brenda asked, how long can one stay on a carnivore diet?
Well, one really doesn't know this. One woman that's on it for 13 years. So, and there's many other people. Like I think Jordan Peterson's on it for like 5 years now, 5 or 6 years.
But you're just going to try it out for the month, and
I'm gonna try it out for the month. We know the keto diet, so
yeah, I'm on the ketogenic cleanse by Marie Emmerich. It's a 30-day cleanse. It's a no dairy cleanse, so I don't have any dairy, even though Stefano has been making my coffee with the half and half in it. So I'm going to have to stop that and use my protein shakes because they're non-dairy.
And there's other things too. Like right now, I cut myself down to a cup or maybe 2 cups of coffee where I'm a coffeeaholic. I that's what I do. I just like I drink tons of coffee. So right now this is it's very hard right now.
Yeah, your body does get used to it, but also coffee is a dehydrant. It dehydrates your body, you know. So, and then also he's back on his magnesium because starting off any kind of different diet like this year, especially him, he cut out vegetables and things. So he has to take his magnesium and things like that. So his only seasoning allowed on a carnivore diet is salt and pepper. So, you know, you have to retrain yourself how to cook again.
They say you can use more. It's just what do you call it? In order for it to be 100% effective,
right?
What they do is it's basically if you can keep yourself to steak and eggs, salt and pepper, and that's it, and water for the duration of the time, or you know, like a hamburger meat, like I said, that you know where it's coming from or whatever, then that's key. Now the other thing too is that my meat is not exactly grass finished.
Well,
so
it's expensive right now.
That's a little hard to do, and I don't want to make a big bill, especially when you know we're in between. Like right now, I got a big slab of meat from Sam's Club, and I cut out 9 steaks out of it. You know, so and that costed me $65. So that was a great deal in my book. You know, so literally a 1-inch steak. So.
So Dylan said, I'm going to keep up with you guys on this because I really want to try it. I just have to be careful with diets because I have a history of eating disorders since I was 8. It started with gymnastics, and I know for a fact. Hold on, they're barking. I'm sorry, the puppies are playing. I know, like I was in gymnastics when I was little, and it was very hard. You had to be a certain weight and you know, a certain size. It was really hard. And then I went to cheerleading. Also, Dylan, I was a cheerleader in freshman, and there you had to be a certain size because of your uniform, and you had to look right with all the other girls. It was really, to me now that I look back at it, it was kind of demeaning, you know. But now they don't do that anymore.
They try to stunt. What do you call women? They try to actually stunt your. If you're into gymnastics, actually, it's intentional to stunt your body because what happens is once you get women hips,
it's harder to do
it's harder to do gymnastics. Now, I'm not saying that you can't do gymnastics. It's just that the desired like height or flex or anything like that, it's more harder on your body when you're trying to do it. And there was a big deal about that because I don't know if everybody knows, but back in the day, when they would do all the Olympics like all the time, it seems that the young ladies that were on the what is it, the parallel not the parallel bars, the what is that, the uneven bars, and stuff like that, and doing the all kinds of gymnastics were very, like, I mean, young. They were like under 13 years old,
right?
You know, so it was before, you know, you really went into hardcore body.
And you know what hurts the most? When they have to, like, you have to learn how to stretch your legs like that. Like that actually hurts. So hi Debbie, how are you doing? And Louise, yeah, protein shakes are good in coffee. I like mine. I get the what ones am I getting? Yeah, I forget what protein shakes I'm using.
So she was in high school.
Yeah.
Yep. So in high school, that's a little bit harder.
She became a varsity cheerleader.
Oh, varsity cheerleader.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, it's
she did that too. Cheerleader too.
Yep, I did. So it was fun for a while, but then it just got so competitive. Like, you know, there was girls in school that didn't like you because you were a cheerleader. Yeah. It was so, you know, random acts. Yeah. Not like that.
Excuse me. I was very athletic all my life. It's funny. My father used to say, "Lift your weights," and he bought me a junior set of weights, and I was only 5 years old, and I had that set, and uh, I was into gymnastics. I was into everything:
Swimming.
baseball, football, hockey, you name it.
I tried to join a swim team, to do that. What's that called?
I was on the swim team too.
Not swimming, like swimming, but the dance one where you did all the.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I forget what the name of that is, but I tried to, and I got water up my nose all the time. Even though we had the plugs, I couldn't do it because they go upside down underwater for a good couple minutes. Not a couple minutes, but you ever see that? It freaks me out. Where they dance and stuff. It's so weird. So I like that. I like to watch it. I do watch it on TV if I find it. So I don't know what's going on. Oh, let's see. Okay. I don't know what else we could talk about tonight. I need my laptop. I took it over here. Hold on 1 second. I wanted to see if I could find any other strange stories. So that news story with the little boy and his mother was just terrible. It was it was terrible, especially how they found the little boy. I'm not seeing anything here. Let's see. I'm trying to find another story if we can find one. No, not much going on actually in the news. Nothing that I want to talk about anyway. Anyway, everything is the same. Same.
Yeah.
The pups.
While we're trying to talk over here, we got the dogs jumping on our laps.
Yes. They love to do that.
It's like, hey, what about us?
I don't know really what's going on anyway in the news. Does anybody know any stories that you want to talk about? Oh, that's weird. Hold on, everyone. Okay. So, not much really going on right now. Be good boy.
Hello.
Yeah, it was yesterday, Debbie. It was awful. It was really awful. I don't. Yeah, I'm waiting for.
Yeah, Miss H, we'll check that out and see what we can find for 48 hours.
Yeah, see, this was like our first little run just to see if you guys would be interested in it. We talked about it last time we were live, so we just decided to do just one little story just to see how it would go. Plus, I want to see how my channel reacts to it too, like the YouTube gods, see what they say about it, because sometimes they will unmonetize videos. So I just want to see what they're going to do with the little story.
We want to stay within the guidelines of everything and stuff like that. So
yeah, I'm waiting for the Letitia Stout also, because I just don't understand how she thinks she's going to get away with that. Yeah, they took that. It was so weird. The whole thing was so weird. And she said that Letitia said everybody's going to owe me an apology. It was and she knew what she did to that baby. Oh, Debbie, I'm sorry. Yeah, yesterday, like I was saying, yesterday was so bad that I literally had tears. I was crying, and I didn't want Stefano to know how bad it really was. He knew it was bad, but I was I couldn't even move. Literally, I could not move. It was a terrible day. I never want to do that again. So, it was awful.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we saw that case, Dylan.
It's actually, I don't know, that Lori Daybell is just, I don't know.
Yeah, that
Did
was
you
the-
see? Did you see that she's trying to get the grandparents of the little boy not to be able to come into the courtroom? I mean, that's a shame. Like, why would you not? You know, they just want justice for the baby. They and their granddaughter. You know, yeah. There's a lot of keywords that will demonetize you. Yeah. Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. I didn't know she was doing that.
I didn't know that at
Oh,
all.
the suitcase. Yep. I did see that. I watched that when it first came out. I don't know if any of you watch Icamel, but I don't know if he's going to be doing this suitcase one. I don't know which one's coming up first. I don't know if it's the Letitia. I think he's doing Letitia. I think he's doing her first with her stepson. And I don't know if the suitcase story is coming out at the same time. Yeah, she was trying to say that she locked her boyfriend in the suitcase because they were playing hide and seek. If you're playing hide and seek, you don't hide the person. Why would you hide the person? You don't do that. Like, you know, that is just crazy. And then she filmed herself by accident, I think, and didn't realize it was still on her phone, where she was just he was begging for her to let him out. And oh, it's just terrible.
It's funny that these people have the whatever the gumption to do all of this stuff, but they just don't have the common sense.
Yeah. Well, most criminals get caught because of stupidity, because of their own. Hey, pup. Now you got pups and daddy playing.
That's a
Yeah. Did you see
that's
that,
what makes it
Brenda?
interesting.
Her interrogation was just wow. Oh, they haven't. Oh, are they using them as evidence? That's so sad. That's so sad. Like, I'm never going to say somebody gets closure for somebody being unalived. I'm never going to say that, because I have a cousin in Louisiana way back in the 80s where she was taken by her ex-boyfriend, and, he did awful things to her. And you just, like, even if you're family members, like we were, it was just so shocking. And then all you would picture in your head is all the things that she went through. So you just never really do get over that. Never. You don't get over it. Right? Yeah, Debbie. It's something like when you live with chronic pain, it just seems to be getting worse for me right now. And I think it's because we're actually treating it. So it's going to get worse before it gets better. So we are treating it. My new doctor, my rheumatologist, he's really trying to help me get control of it. But I think it's going to get better before, it gets worse before it gets better. So we're going to try with medications first to see. And, but like I said, I just did a big blood test for him, like a lot of tubes. So he's testing me for lupus now. So we'll see what happens when I go back. I think if it was something terrible, he would have called me already, but he hasn't called me. So, but I did leave a message with him because I can't stand the pain anymore. It started in my shoulders, like muscle pain in my shoulders, and now it's down to both of my arms and in my hands and in my legs. So, and he just told me I have neuropathy in my feet and in my hands. So that's a fun diagnosis. Like, I don't even know what you could do for that, and I don't want to be on a bunch of pills. That's what I don't want to be on. So,
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Yeah. Well, not that I want to do it naturally, but I don't want to, I just don't want to, I don't want to suffer, but I do want help. So like I said, the Advil was helping. If I had a tub, that would have been way better, just to get into the tub and relax a little. But with my hands, I do put them in warm water because I try to do the dishes. Like Stefano's been doing most of the work around here. So, but you know, he's one person. It's hard to keep up with everything. You know, I don't know. Oh, and I've been actually on a weird thing. I've been watching like snakes and alligators and stuff. I don't even like snakes. Are you okay?
No, I was
You
just
tired?
reading the
Oh, okay.
comment.
Oh, thank you. Yes, we were going to try hydrotherapy, but none of my my insurance didn't cover it. And then the places where my insurance covered it, they didn't want to take me as a patient. And there's not a lot of those places around here in Maine, because that's where I live in Maine, like pretty much in nowhere land. So I think it would be nice if I lived in a bigger city. I probably have a better chance to get all those things. But hydrotherapy is really good. Yep, it's really good for your body.
I actually did hydrotherapy with my when I had my back and my shoulder when I got hurt.
Yeah.
I got hurt at work, and I was able to do that.
Yeah. But we lived in Pennsylvania then.
Yeah.
So.
But everything was like I can, in the water you could run.
Well, you have to also be careful. They start you off slow because in the water you don't realize how many muscles you're using, and you could hurt yourself too. So you have to be careful with that as well.
Well, they knew what they were doing.
I mean, I know, but they start
have
off
you like
slow.
move your arms up and down, and all this good stuff. So
because when we had the pool membership in Beach Mountain, me and my girlfriends were on Weight Watchers, right? So we thought it'd be, go into the pool and run in the pool and like do all these exercises. Oh man, we were like hurt so bad when we got out the next day. Oh yeah. You all right? It's a terrible feeling. Like especially what freaked me out yesterday was that it was my right hand, my dominant hand, and
twice that happened.
Yeah, 2 days. Yeah, and it was like my fingers were closed. When I woke up in the morning, my fingers were literally closed, and I could not open them. I had to like force them open with my other hand, and it literally felt like there was like needles going through my veins. It was terrible, and so what scares me the most is losing that that movement in my right hand, because how am I going to do the cat boxes, do my dishes, train my dogs not to be bad. Like, it was really hard. Yeah. But that's the cats that, they're terrible. They break everything.
I was going to try and fix them, but
yeah.
I got new ones coming in for you.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Get new headphones. I have headphones, but like these won't connect with that.
Right. It will, but then it'll cancel me out.
Right. And that's what I was thinking with them. If I plugged them in there, would that have canceled you out?
Yeah.
See, so I wouldn't have been able to use them anyway.
No, because I could, we could have switched, but because it's long enough to.
Oh yeah. So.
We'll have to figure this out anyway. I think I'm going to put a thing over here that we can.
Yes, Marilyn, I have changed. Well, I started a new old medication. I am on Cymbalta for pain and for depression, and then I have the only other thing I'm taking for I guess for the Sjogren's is the hydrochloroquine. Is that how you say it?
Hydrochloroquine.
And so that's my newest medication. Also, I have a medication for my saliva because my mouth is always dry. I can't talk a lot without getting dry mouth. So I'm also on a medication to help me sleep and help me with my pain at nighttime. So what I did is I didn't stop the pain management stuff. I did stop the dry mouth stuff. Just to see if that might have been it, but because with the Cloquet. I can't just stop that because I've been on it for so, right now for almost a month now. I'm getting it refilled. So I don't want to just stop that automatically. But the dry mouth stuff, I could stop because, I'll just drink extra water. Actually, the dry mouth stuff was making me even more thirsty than ever before. So I was drinking a lot more. So, but it's just like with the medications, they're just giving me enough for the month just to see how I'm going, like to see if what works and what doesn't work. It's just one of those things that you have to go and do. So hopefully they find one that actually helps me and doesn't hurt me, because I'm allergic to everything under the sun. So I'm a very bad patient. So that's what I don't want to take a bunch of medicines. So yeah, that's about it, really. And Stefano, I think actually with Stefano, his problems are his diet. So I do think that
Yeah, 95% of the things, it's like all I'm feeling right now is like I had shoulder surgery. If you've been with me for a long time, you actually know that a couple of years ago I got hurt on the job and I had shoulder surgery, and that's that's an always pain. It never really actually goes away. It gets better and worse. In the summertime it's not as bad as the wintertime and everything like that. Or if it's a humid out, the normal typical things.
yeah.
But also my back, depending on how I'm sleeping or something like that. But those are like, just like I called it getting older pains and stuff now. I chalk it up to that. It's not really, something that debilitates me or anything like that. But most of my stuff is heartburn and staying focused. So staying focused is where keto really helps me out. That's why I went on it. That all,
And
of course,
energy.
and energy. I had a problem with sugar, obviously, because I did, my A1C came back not as good as I would have liked it to be. So I had to work on it. So that was, once I started working on it, I started noticing everything getting better. So I had a fatty liver, that's gone.
Well, that's how we discovered keto. It's because I looked up on internet, like just how to resolve your fatty liver without doing medication, because they wanted to give him medication and he was so against it. So I was looking and looking and looking and looking, and then I found Dr. Berry. Was it Dr. Berry I found first, or Dr.
Probably.
Berg? Dr. Berg.
Dr. Berry.
I
No, it was
found.
actually Dr. Berry. Because Dr. Berry was all over my thing. It's like, it was funny because she goes, I'm going to start this keto thing because, she wanted to start a keto. I was like, okay. So she started explaining it to me. And I was like, this woman's nuts. I'm not giving up bread.
I don't think he has that. He has that reflux. I have acid reflux myself, but he's never been tested for anything like that.
Well, I had an ulcer when I was younger, but I was over that. But as far as the it's because of what I eat. Everything I eat. Being Italian descent, everything has gas in it. Everything is besides sugar. Sugar is like a great contributor to most of my ailments. And then you have sauce is gonna lemons,
all the things he loves.
all the things I love.
Mm-hmm.
They're horrible for me.
Yeah.
Even a beer. Beer is even bad for me. So I try to just like every once in a blue moon have a beer.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't drink.
No.
It's got to be like a grand occasion where we just turn around and say, okay, well, first of all, one of us is going to drink,
Mm-hmm.
not the other, and it's usually just like a one of something or whatever. So
yeah, I know that's like right now with the heartburn. If I forget to take that little Nexium, is that what you gave me?
Nexium? Yeah, Nexium.
Like right now, I haven't had heartburn in 2 days because I took that Nexium. But then again, we changed our whole diet, and we're when you like start keto, you have to do it carefully, because the last time when we started, we just jumped on board. We didn't know about a magnesium. We didn't know about, the type of salt that you were using. We didn't know any of those things. So Stefano got the keto flu really bad. He was in a lot of pain. But so now we know
That
the
and the
tips
keto
and
rash.
tricks. Yeah, we know the tips and the tricks of it. Well, then when you got the keto rash that time, we also had that stupid moth.
The moth.
Ugh. So
At
that
the
was
same
horrible
time.
at the same time.
So I really didn't know what was what
Yeah.
was going on in that particular case. But what do you call it? One of the things is, if you looked at it, like, it's strange. Like if they say I have blood, if they say I want to put me on a statin
Yeah.
because of high blood pressure, let's say, right? If I would take that, I would take it for about a week and it'd be fine. The next week, it would just start giving me headaches. And this happened with every medication that I was on.
Yeah.
So I basically, medication, my body just does not like medication. So I rather find a different way to deal with it. So if say a doctor says to me, listen, you got to either change your diet or you're going to have to go on this medicine. I go, well, you know what? I'm not going to go on this medicine. I'm going to have to change my diet. And that's how I actually do this.
The keto rash comes almost with the keto flu. It's your body's getting rid of all the toxins in your body because you're going to the bathroom more, you're eating less, so your body's adjusting to it. And some people will get a keto rash where it's just like bumps all over your body.
It doesn't.
Does it itch or does it hurt?
It both. What do you call it? Not everybody gets the keto flu. Not everybody gets the rash if you do the diet. That's why Brenda, before you even think about trying the keto diet, right? Which the keto diet's a really good diet. Believe me when I'm telling you.
Well, Debbie was going to do the diet.
But what you want to do is you want to really invest yourself in looking up everything that like this keto flu. What can you do to counter that, and what vitamins you should be taking, and everything like this, because there's a whole bunch of stuff that your body is used to right now.
Right.
So we've all been eating this American diet with the
American Standard Diet.
The American Standard Diet most of our lives. Right. And then all of a sudden you're going to make this big dramatic change to that. So, it's like when you make the changes and everything like this, you're just going to make sure that you have the right things. Salt intake. You need magnesium. You need electrolytes. All this stuff you have to have. So as long as you have, your magnesium, potassium, and your basic core electrolytes and salt.
Yeah.
I don't think you really have to worry about any of that, because as soon as I started doing that, as soon as I started actually drinking bone broth, and we put the salt right in there, and also pickle juice.
Pickle juice was
that would just take the because you would get headaches, and it would take a headache right away, and stuff like that. So.
Dylan, you've never bugged anyone with your comments. Believe me, we love your comments. And Debbie.
Yes. Yeah, Debbie.
She's praying for you.
Thank you for your prayers, Debbie.
Her husband has chronic pain similar to yours. From the job he worked 25 years plus. He had colon cancer in 2016.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Thanks. He beat
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's really good. He beat it.
He beat it. That's
really
excellent.
Good.
Awesome.
Right now, we're actually watching, I forget the name of his YouTube channel, but he has he's in Canada, and he has this big snakes, alligators, all kinds of stuff. And he just found out that he started with shoulder pain, which was weird. He had shoulder pain, and he went to the doctors to find out what the shoulder pain was from. And then they found out that he has pancreatic cancer. Well, he went in for his biopsy, and they said to him, they're giving him 12 to 18 months. So this Tuesday, he started a really super, super high dose of chemo. So he's going to have the chemo every 2 weeks. So he's going to have chemo, off 2 weeks, back on another 2 weeks. So, but they're doing this intense chemo for him. So I think that's why I've been watching so many of his videos, just to keep, I'm not the only one watching him. He has a big following, but it's just like, it's so sad to see somebody. And like when he was telling us that he had cancer, unlike somebody else that we know, he was not laughing or smiling about it. He actually was tearing up, and then when he was telling us about the 12 to 18 months, that was just over the, I was crying for him. So, pickle juice is not my favorite. They need to sell it as a drink. Actually, Dylan, they do sell just a drinkable pickle juice. Just pickle juice, because everybody was making that chicken sandwich, remember? And you had to put it in the pickle juice for 24 hours. And
yes.
So, but Walmart, if you look on Walmart for just pickle juice, you'll find it. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Dylan. We love you. We love you on everybody's
love all of you.
Yeah, everybody's channel. You actually and truly make me laugh sometimes with the comments.
Yeah, you do.
It just helps to get through the whole thing, because sometimes you're picking a subject that is a little, people don't like it. And so, you always have a way of making everybody laugh about it.
Yeah, from all the different subjects. I mean, bringing up Jerry Ann or anything like that, or Jim.
Yeah.
That it could be stressful.
Yeah.
In a situation like that, or even this, what we just brought up now with the true crime. Here's a guy, a young man, and that goes and murders his father and his grandfather, and he has their ears in his pocket. What kind of madness is that?
Dylan, before you go running to Walmart, just make sure that your Walmart has it. Look on the Walmart app and see if they have it. Yeah, Dylan, losing your mom is like the hardest thing. I mean, I wouldn't know because me and my mom are not close at all. But when my grandmother passed, she was like my mother, and I mean, it's still hard to believe that she's no longer with us. Yeah. I can't get over it.
Me and my father were like, how would you even call that? Like we were firm with each other.
He was a man's man.
Yeah, we were like firm with each other. It's we were just.
He was old style.
I love my father. My father loved me, but there was always this
tension.
This tension or separation between us.
Mm-hmm.
That we couldn't seem to get past.
Yeah.
And that's I guess that's why at the end it hurt a little bit more than I thought it would. Right. So yeah, that was just like something else for me. But when my mother goes, she's not allowed to go because I told her she's not.
Yeah.
I believe I will lose my shit.
I don't blame you. Yeah, it is hard. It's hard to deal with anyone.
Clausen pickles. Just get Clausen pickles.
No, it's a special juice. See, there it is.
Oh wow, there it is.
So if you want to show everybody, that's what it is. Here we go, guys. I looked it up for you. So it's all these different ones, but this pickle shot thing, that's the one that I just saw. A lot of people get that because of keto, but
that's for the whole entire case.
That's the whole case of it, but it helps you with cramps. Like if you get leg cramps, say you're getting leg cramps, you can drink the pickle juice, and the sodium in the pickle juice will help really quickly with those leg cramps. You should show the rest of them instead of just this one. Go back to the Google search up at the top. Yeah, there you go. But this Mount Olive, I do know that sometimes you could get it on there too, but I know sometimes Walmart has it also. So, and this one here, how much is this one? This is dill pickle. So
Oh, it's $12.99 for
a
that whole big
gallon.
thing.
Yeah. But that see go down a little bit more.
Hold on, I
Down.
gotta see if I can get this off.
Yeah.
I have to unshow from here.
Not from here. You want the banner off.
Oh,
Yeah, just hide it. Okay. And then let's see. And then hold on, guys. Go back to go.
chicken wings.
Chicken wings. Oh, and okay. So now like, oh,
There we go. All right.
I don't know what's going on.
We did it.
Yeah, we did it. So, like, if you go scroll down, it'll show you the different types of pickle juices that they have.
Oh, what, in here or the other one?
Yeah, if you scroll down, it showed. Oh, an icicle. See, go right there. So it says here, what is that one? Pickle.
It says right here.
Oh, so it's dill pickle brine. And what's the other one? I don't know what the other one is. I guess they're both dill pickle. Huh. So, but that's interesting though, about that.
Yeah, it does look like a vinegar bottle.
Yeah.
It's probably about the same size as well.
Yeah, I actually have a gallon of apple cider vinegar that looks like that.
Yeah, I got many people in my family that for many years they passed, and I'm still not over it.
Yeah. I have a really good friend that when he passed, it's terrible. I couldn't even go to his funeral. I literally could not. I broke down every single time. And I don't know. My son went though. He went for me. Like, it's crazy.
Oh, yeah, you were talking about that the other day.
Yeah. I was just talking about him the other day. Because sometimes he pops in my head, just like I'll hear a song or something and I'll remember the way he laughed about the song. Oh, I'm sorry, Brenda.
Oh.
Yeah, my mom and I just are not close enough. Like we've never been that close. Especially as soon as I turned, like, I don't even know. I went to live with my father, who I never met before, 1 year because she just got sick of me. So she sent me over there to live with him in Louisiana. And then I came back because him and his wife were getting divorced. So I had to come back to my mom. And then, so it was just a real roller coaster. And then I wound up getting pregnant with Sandra. And that was the final nail in my coffin. She's like, out of here. So I had to leave. So, yeah. So we just never, I try and try, but it never works. Oh.
Oh, wow, that's a double whammy.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Brenda, you have both of them. I'm sorry. Yep. I don't know. Like, didn't it happen to Helen's husband, or the father passed first, or no, the mother passed and then the father, or the father passed? Ed's parents.
No,
the dad.
The mother passed first,
and then wasn't it like 4 days later or something?
His father. His father was in the hospital, and I think he was in a coma.
Right, he was.
He was in a coma, and then during that time, his wife died. So, and then he passed away just like a couple of days after that.
Yeah.
So, but that was terrible.
You're weekly friends. That's funny. Yeah, that was devastating. And they didn't live like close to him, so he literally had to get on an airplane, and they lived in what, Puerto Rico. Was it Puerto Rico?
Yeah.
Or yeah, Puerto Rico. So that's it. Hi, Judy. How are you? So I don't know. Wow, 39 years ago. Oh, I'm so sorry, Marianne.
Yeah, I don't even know how to even handle that one.
Yeah, I don't know. Like we have 3 granddaughters. I wouldn't even know. Even my children, that's a fear I have. Like when like I don't know
That's something
how.
you really don't think about, like us.
Well, I do a lot more after Sandra's accident, but because my son, he has a motorcycle, so I try not to watch those motorcycle crash videos. So yeah. Yeah, see, but also Dylan, have you tried to take any magnesium before you go to bed? I drink Calm. It comes in in a container, or I also got it in like little tearaway bottles that you could put in a bottle. So that helps a lot with the pain, because I swear I have restless leg syndrome at night. My legs just move all the time, but cramps, that wakes you up out of a deep sleep, and you'll be rolling around on the floor in pain and your legs hurt. So, oh. Puppies.
Yeah, I could see that, and truthfully, I could see that as well. The Marianne.
Yes, that's true. Someone dying of a broken heart. I can't like when Ed was going through it. It felt so bad for him.
That's actually not uncommon.
No, for older people.
You know.
When they've been together so long. Mm-hmm. Oh. I don't know. It is really sad. Like, hi Kim C, how are you? It's really, really sad. Like, I try never to think about it, like being without you. Like, I don't know what I would do. Like after seeing Paul, your cousin, like I don't even know. That's something I just choose to throw out of my mind. Like I don't know.
I don't know what I would do.
You know. Self-diagnosis. Right? I have never really talked to my doctor about restless leg syndrome, because I always forget about it, because it's not always at the top of my mind. But then when I come home and at nighttime, I'll be thinking, why didn't I tell him about that? Like they always say to make a list of things you want to talk to your doctor about. But then I feel the only doctor I've ever felt comfortable with is this last doctor. He told me his job is to hear my complaints. And if I don't tell him my complaints, he can't fix me. So I really enjoyed this doctor. Like his mom had Sjogren's, so he knew exactly what I meant. So, something like that. Now I have to go through another doctor and go through more tests. And I'm so sick of doing all this. Mm-hmm. Oh, does it? A broken heart has many effects on the body. It probably does. It probably really does. Because I know that it started, like my depression, like really bad depression started not when Stefano left. I was okay because we were talking every day. But when my grandmother passed, our dog Mia passed, and then my dog Sassy and Samson passed. They passed within 3 days of each other.
I guess once actually Sassy, once Sassy and Samson went.
Yeah.
That's when.
It was quiet here.
Yeah,
it was so quiet here without you here, and then them not, because they were my guard dogs. Like
and then they were barky dogs.
They weren't barky like these guys,
well,
but
Samson,
they were on
Samson
guard.
was a barky dog.
Not really. He would stop though when I said stop.
Yeah, if you said quiet, quiet up.
Yeah.
But he only barked at, like, when he heard something. It's very protective.
Oh yeah, lots of leg issues at night. Magnesium, magnesium will help. I really do think that you could either get a powdered magnesium for in your drink where you drink it a half hour. That's what that calm is. You want to look up calm for me? And I'll show you. We'll show you the calm. But that helps me a lot. So, like my legs at nighttime feel, not only are they super super, like they feel heavy, but they're like painful. They're like painful rocks actually, and just the pain shoots up. It's the magnesium. Just put, and then let's see. Oh yeah, to prevent blood clots. Were they the boots, Dylan, that they put on you? So, and this is the calm. You can look it up what it does, but it's natural. Doesn't have any chemicals in it. It's just magnesium. Like Stefano beans that he's on this new on carnivore, he can't have anything that has any flavoring in it, but they do have one that has no flavoring. And then calm, I take it a half hour before I go to bed. I have the one with this strawberry, I think it's raspberry and lemon. I have that. Yeah, I have that at night, and I take it a half hour. So I haven't had anything like that. Oh no. Oh, Rachel. Well, Rachel, all you could do is the best that you can do for this particular moment. Sometimes when things like this happen, like when somebody loses someone in a family, it does bring a family closer. So we'll keep you in our thoughts for sure for Tuesday. Mm-hmm. Oh, and you know what I just saw? Oh, yeah, I have a new doctor, but I'm going to try pain management soon. Yes, I get them too from now. Okay, Rachel, see the melatonin. I just saw a clip. I have it saved. I sent it to my daughter and I have it saved. And it's actually a doctor talking about melatonin because it's a vitamin, it's a supplement. It's not actually approved. A hormone. Oh, it's a hormone.
It's a hormone.
Yeah, it's not actually approved by the CDC. And they keep saying that there's no studies.
The FDA.
The FDA. There's no studies on it, long-term studies to see what the effects are for it. So like my granddaughters take it sometimes, so I send it to my daughter just for her to look it up and see what they have.
And also what the guy was saying, that it's not regulated at all. So
No,
they don't
sometimes
know
you're getting enough, sometimes you're getting a lot of it, and sometimes you're getting a little bit of it.
So the mixture is not solid. So they just, they could say it's like 200 milligrams, and you think it's 200 milligrams, but it could be 1,000 milligrams or whatever, so it's not really regulated. So.
All right. And Debbie, like Stefano was saying, what I would look up first is starting keto day one, and just prepare yourself before you're going to start it. Like I know I watch a whole bunch of keto accounts on Instagram, but what my thing was is I went to the doctors that promote it and talk about it, like Dr. Berry, Dr. Berg. Who else did I watch? Thomas DeLauer. I don't watch him as much anymore because he's very scientific with his. He shows you data.
Not only that is
he sells a lot of products.
Exactly. some people, their edge is to sell products. Actually, Dr. Berg would probably be your best bet as far as the doctor's concerned and all. But a lot of it also is trial and error.
If you go back on my channel, I have a whole entire playlist of keto. Sometimes I explain what keto, what supplements I'm using, what foods I'm eating, because keto actually is basically, it's basically like protein and fats. and good fats like avocado oil, olive oil. But like when they tell you to go shopping, they tell you to go on the outer perimeter of the store, never to go in the middle. Yeah, because you're just going to get your vegetables, your protein, your beef, chicken, fish.
And not all vegetables are good for you. Not all meats are good for you. Not all anything. There's a lot of.
Well, pretty much all the meats are pretty good.
Well, yeah,
though.
pretty much. I
But
one thing I noticed on carnivore is that not a lot of people talk about pork.
Mhm.
If you notice,
Yeah. Well, pork is hard to digest in our own
number
system,
one,
but
number
you eat bacon. Bacon's good.
yeah, yes,
Pork
but
belly.
I don't. I'm not seeing a lot of most of the people. They actually seem to go for
Beef.
steak, beef,
Yeah.
beef, elk.
But that's because they're selling the butcher box to you.
You know,
Like,
well, elk.
So,
I want elk meat. I want that butcher box
mhm. Yeah.
and bison.
Yeah. I don't know that the keto diet is anti-inflammatory. So, and it helps you with your moods. It helps you with your energy. Um, and that's the thing I'm lacking. Like I go hardcore when Stefano was gone and I did the 30-day cleanse, which I don't recommend anybody doing unless they're already doing keto. But I've already done keto. I know what it entails and stuff. But I did it hardcore. I did it like I stuck to it and I lost 17 pounds in 30 days, which, some people lost more, some people lost less. It's not really about losing the weight. It's about how you feel. Just remember with keto, it's how you feel. Are you feeling energetic? Is your stamina good? Can you like do more during the day? Is your brain okay? Because I forget everything. But when I was on keto, I wasn't forgetting that much. It was just an ongoing thing. But I wish I would have stuck to it because when Stefano left, and one time I went to pick him up at the airport, I was actually all the way down to a size 18. I was wearing heels. I felt really cute.
16 actually.
Yeah, I felt really cute. I was like down to my lowest. I think at that time I was down to 170 and I was just really feeling good. But then I stopped. We were hit with the C-19 and you couldn't go to the store and everything was ordering online and I couldn't, it was too much for me then. So, Rachel, depression, I can understand why you're depressed though. I can really understand it, But if you ever need to talk to anybody, you can sure email me. And my email is always down in my description bar. I'll be more than happy to talk with you. It's very hard. It's a difficult situation you're in. So just take one second at a time right now, not even one day. Take 1 second at a time as you can. I'm very sorry for you. Yep. If you ever need anybody to talk to, I'm always here. Sure, everybody else will help you out too. That's a hard thing right now. You really just gotta breathe and do what you can today, and don't overthink it. I know you're worried about everything that might happen, but try not to. Try not to put yourself through that right now.
There's a way to do keto, like a dirty keto.
Yeah.
That's what they call it, dirty keto.
Yeah.
And that's basically you're doing keto. So you download the macro manager and you put the food in that you want to eat, and it'll basically tell you that you would be staying within your macros, right? So I guess it would be a very easy way to start if you really wanted to just like jump right in.
Well, we weren't totally, we sure weren't totally keto, at first, because I'm not going to say keto isn't. Hi, Nancy, how are you? Haven't seen you in so long.
Yeah, really. Excuse me. Oh man,
starting keto. Do you want it's iced tea? Just starting.
I need to
Yeah.
get some water, guys.
Uh-huh. Yeah. How are you, Nancy? How you been? Like just like starting keto, like the most important things is just to look up for yourself. You can Google it. You can look up any of these people. Oh yeah. Some people use intuitive eating. I've never been that kind of person. If I do intuitive eating, I'll just be grazing all day. The whole point of keto is just eating your meals and trying not to snack. But when I started, I had 3 meals a day. That was just a given. I was going to have to, because I did Weight Watchers. I did 21-day fix, which is 21-day fix. I actually really enjoyed that. It was really good. I loved the exercise program. In fact, when I did keto, I started using the 21-day fix again and using their exercise program because, with keto, you have to move, but, and I have to tell you that my swelling and the inflammation I had went down a lot. It went down a lot when I was doing keto. That's why I wish I never stopped. The Senza app. I've never heard of that one. I'll have to check that one out. But
Senza?
Yeah, Senza.
What is that?
It's a macro.
Ah.
You know who eats popcorn on keto is
Dr.
Berg.
Berg.
Dr. Berg. Yeah, I'm sorry. Dr. Berg eats popcorn. I don't know if that's like one of his cheat things or if it's because once the popcorn is popped, it's not like regular. I never understood why he does that, but he does do that.
And I guess, what do you call it? Anything in moderation.
Right. Yeah. Like some people have cheat days, like, because it's a whole brand new concept to put in your brain because we're so used to eating the way we're eating, right? So you're used to having the rice, the pasta, the bread, so you're just used to that. So it'll be a change, but it's not too much of a change, like you have to just once you start seeing results, you'll just want to keep up with it. You really will. Just feeling better. Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't know.
We were using the carb manager.
Yeah, that's what we were using, carb managers. So
that's an excellent program because you could like literally scan barcodes.
Yeah.
It goes in and you can have like all the stuff that you're buying.
Mm-hmm.
You could just like scan it in and be like right away it'll tell you yes or no.
Yes. Right. And some people, some people like what is it with the 20, because it's only 20 carbs a day, right?
Yeah.
Some people start off with 50 carbs a day because they can't handle it and they work their way down. But there's total carbs.
Yeah, it's 50 total carbs or 20
total
net carbs.
Well, I do 20 total carbs.
Yes.
But the net carbs is where
the
net carbs is where you take out the fiber. You minus whatever fiber is in that product. But I was terrible. I wouldn't do my onions or my celery. I wouldn't count those because they were vegetables, and I never really counted them until I went to Sam's Club and I looked at them. They had them on the back, and they said it said that the white onion I was looking at had how many? 17 carbs in it. Like that's almost practically your whole entire day for onions.
And that's one of my problems because I only like sweet onions.
It was a half a medium.
Well, actually, Vidalia onions and
that's
white
probably
onions.
why, because they're sweet and they probably have sugar in them.
So white and Vidalia are my two favorite onions,
mm-hmm.
and they're just I guess they're horrible for me.
Yeah. Well, you try to jazz up all your food all the time.
What do you want?
Hi, Angela. How are you?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, an onion. It was a medium onion, a half a medium onion with 17 carbs. I could not believe that. I I looked at, I
She
just
yeah, she looked at me.
these-
She goes, oh my God. And they're like, what? And she goes, can you believe this? And then, it's like, yeah. And I looked at it, I was like, wow, I knew it was carby, but I didn't know,
Yeah,
but I remember, didn't they do it in grams or something like that? 11 grams of carbs or something like that.
so it was crazy. Whatever it was crazy. Like the whole thing. I don't know. So that's just see. I do follow one account on Instagram, and it's Keto in Court, and court is like the regular courtroom. And when she first started, see, 10 grams for one medium now.
What onion, sweet, 11
Jeez.
grams, yellow, 7.
Scallions. What?
And they tell you to eat scallions.
100 grams of it though. You don't use 100 grams, but still, it's just crazy what the hidden carbs are in certain foods.
See, cooked is more because you're releasing the sugars in it.
Oh, what did you do there, Angela? Were you visiting family or just spending? Yeah, Carb Manager is free, but if you want like that deluxe package, you would have to pay monthly. We don't pay. We just use Carb Manager. That's it. And also, if you go on Google, you can look up like the carbs and foods and stuff. So,
Yeah, you could always just look up the carbs or anything like that, or you have to if you're gonna seriously do keto, you're gonna have to do be a carb police. You got to really look at the labels and stuff like that on whatever you buy, whatever. It doesn't matter what it is, and if it has great amounts of carbs in it, anything over like 2 or 3 carbs, put it right back. Don't even
no,
bother.
I do 2 carbs. Like if it's like a mayo or anything like that, if it has 2 carbs,
and then you have to you have to do the math too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna have like 1 spoon of beans, let's say, right, which you really shouldn't have beans in this particular, if you have 1 spoon of beans and it's the whole can is 7 carbs or 12 carbs or 15 or whatever it is. I don't know what it is right off the top of my head, right? You would have to divide it into that portion of how much that would be. So if it's worth it.
That sounds like fun, Angela. What did you shop? I love shopping. Yeah, they have if you're familiar with the carbs and stuff, because they have a full shopping list. I don't know who had the shopping list. Was it the 2 young guys, the keto couple, or keto? What's their name? I forget their name because I haven't watched them in so long.
Yeah, I can't remember. They make all the sweets.
They make
Keto
all the
Connect.
Keto Connect. They're here on YouTube. They have actually a printout of the keto shopping list.
You could find it all over the web though. But they're a good place to start too. Like if you wanted sweets and stuff, they're pretty good with that.
Yeah. Oh, Low Carb Love. Yeah, she's good. I used to watch her a lot. I mean, I love the view from her house, Calabasas.
I gotta say though, going back to Keto Connect, they're like the fat bomb.
Yeah, they had the fat bombs. They are
the fat bomb kings.
Yeah. I got that Almond Joy one. Oh no, I got that offline. The Almond Joy one was really good. Yeah. So, but you can't do them right now.
No, right now there's no meat. It's just meat.
Mm-hmm. Low Carb Love. Yeah, I think didn't Low Carb Love. She said that she the one that used to do the long intermittent fasting, like she did the long where she wouldn't eat for 2 or 3 days. She would just do it. I don't know. It was crazy.
Because I didn't really get
that. Salads I love salads. Caesar is my go-to though, but
Yes. The fat is that's the whole thing. It's you're doing keto on steroids. Basically, what you're doing is your fat
Yeah.
you're doing a 1-to-1 ratio
Fat.
of
Fat to
fat to
protein.
protein, and yeah, you want to get in as much fat as you
Like
possibly can.
instead of butter, Stefan was using ghee. Like
Yeah.
instead of butter, you can use tallow, ghee, duck fat, stuff like that. Hi, Chatty. How are you? Be careful driving.
Yeah, make sure you're listening. Keep your eyes on the road.
Keep your eyes on the road. Yeah, I think low carb loves, she did gain some of the weight back, but then she also put out a thing that, she wasn't going to be like that anymore, where she worried about everything that was going into her mouth or on her plate. So, I mean, I think with keto, people emphasize on the weight loss way more than they emphasize on how you feel, how your body's reacting to it.
And that's the big deal.
I love salmon. I love salmon.
One of the big things about what Pam just said was really really good advice. One of the things that you won't really realize is that you may lose weight initially, and then you may gain a little bit back, and then and you're eating perfectly on this diet, and then you'll say to yourself, well, what am I doing wrong?
Mhm.
You're not doing anything wrong. You just have to understand that you're gaining muscle. um, so when you gain muscle back, because you're going to get more active, with the more weight that you lose, and especially if you're working out and doing keto at the same time, you're gonna have some wonderful results.
Right. But you also have to remember, somewhere in your head, you have to put it in your memory that it took you a long time to get like this.
Exactly.
It took you a long time to put all that on. So you have to give it time
That's
to
the
take
thing.
it off. It's not instantaneous. It's work, like me, I have so much pain that sometimes I don't want to get out of bed or feel like getting out of bed. But going back to keto, I will start to get rid of that inflammation. I'll start to get more energy. So I'm looking forward to those things. The weight, of course, is always at the top of my list, but I have to remember to myself, the scale isn't going to determine whether I keep doing keto or not.
Right.
So you really have to make sure that you're feeling right also. And we talked to our doctors. When we first started keto, we had a nurse practitioner, and she also did keto, but she said it was too restrictive for her, so she gave up.
Yeah,
and we were still doing it.
She did Cheeto.
Yeah, she did keto. Yeah. Yeah. So at least if your doctor knows about keto, and I took a list in with me, which is still on my thing. Like I took a list of all my
intake.
Yeah. Not my intake, but all my
vitamins,
supplements that I was taking, because some of them I was worrying about whether they would counteract with some of those things. Okay, so if you did do that before, right? With the worried about if you're like stuck on a scale, because I was stuck on a scale 190 for like 3 months. It wouldn't move. It was just 190 all the time. So for 3 months. So what I did was, dairy for me is inflammatory anyway. It's inflammatory for me. If I cut out my dairy, which would be the half and half, the heavy whipping cream, the cheese, the cream cheese, if I did that, I noticed the difference and I started losing weight again. So, but you could just tweak your diet a little bit to see what it is. Yes, I do. I have a lot of health problems, but I know all my health problems are autoimmune diseases. So, if I eat right and I do what my doctors are saying, I think that I already know that I felt a lot better on keto. I just don't understand why I stopped it. I think, had to do with a lot of the food costs.
Well, not only that, the food cost does eggs being outrageous.
Yeah, $22 for eggs for 8 or 30.
25
Yeah.
for five dozen, and those are white eggs, and we don't
Mhm.
even like white eggs, And never mind like cage free, grass fed,
Mhm.
anything like that. That stuff is just like outrageous.
You know what I'll do, Rachel, for you is in my next video that I do. I'm editing it now, but my next video, what I'll do is I'll put a list up on Instagram. If you go on Instagram, there's this woman Mindy who I've been following. She used to do YouTube, but now she only does Instagram. But she's carnivore, 100% carnivore, and she's been now carnivore for over a year, and she looks really really good, but she shows you her daily meals every single day. So, and she has really a lot of good advice for carnivore, but she also used to do keto. So, but just watching her story is very inspiring. She had a lot of health problems. She was gained a lot of weight after her children, and then she started doing keto, and then she got pregnant with twins, and then unfortunately she lost the twins, but then right after that she got pregnant again. So, but it's a really good story, about how to do things and what mindset you need to be in to do these things, because we all think differently.
Yeah, dairy and sugar are very inflammatory.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and too, like, I know I use food as a comfort. Like, my favorite is pistachio ice cream. So, like, if I'm asking for pistachio, I'm actually, there's something wrong. I'm not feeling myself. So, I would love to get chickens, but we can't have any here. I would love to get chickens. So, is that like a lot of work? I guess if you have just a few and not like a big flock of them, maybe. I don't know. We miss our grandkids. We're so far away from them. We miss so much.
Yeah.
So we get to see them like once a year when they come up for my birthday. So
Youngest little one just turned 13.
yeah, our baby. She's now a teenager. She's a teenager. That makes you feel really old. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love eggs. Eggs from the farm are really good. I mean, we get eggs from the farm, of course, but down the road it has really good. Duck eggs. Stefano loves duck eggs.
Yeah, those are my favorite.
I think Mindy though, she has ducks and chickens, and wow, the one year her her chickens really produced. Yes, Kathleen. There is a list of foods that you can have. If you go onto Google and you list what foods are allowed on keto, it'll give you a big list of them. So some, just like with the vegetables, you have to watch the carbs that are in them. Oh, did you? I have a recipe on my channel. The egg white wraps that they make. I found on YouTube somebody made them, and so I learned how to make them, and they are so good. You could put whatever seasonings in them that you want, that you're allowed to have. Like, I can make them plain for you. You could have them because there's nothing in them. It's just beef gelatin and egg whites.
Yeah, I can have that.
So, and duck eggs, Stefano really loves the duck eggs.
Yeah, I'll take a duck egg over a regular egg any day.
Yeah. Yeah, the eggs, like somebody said, when the eggs they first start producing, like, they're very colorful. Like, they have like different colors.
Different colors.
Yeah.
It's funny because I never tried a duck egg, and then what do you call it? I was going up the road, and I was like, I have to try this, because it's I'm weird like that. I have to try something if I never tried it before. like it or not, I have to try it twice. Right.
Right.
So I saw them. I picked them up. I think they were like $3 for a dozen, or $5 for a dozen, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Something of that nature, from a nice little Amish farm around the block.
Yeah.
And I brought them home, and I look at these great big eggs, and then I was like,
They're
wow!
huge.
And then you could see through it. I was like, wow! I was like, this should be very interesting. So it was very hard to break the shell. And then I see
They're
this
tougher.
I see this great big gigantic
Oh.
yolk come out, and I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You know. And then when I was a kid, eggs were different. They would like, you know, even the chicken eggs, the whites were actually different than what they are now. They were almost like translucent when I was a kid. And I don't know what they're feeding their eggs, you know, the chickens now, but the ducks have that translucent. It changes the whole entire dynamic, taste, and texture of the egg to a point that's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Sorry to get so like crazy about an egg, but
Yeah. Yeah. The color of the eggs depend on the breed of the eggs of the chicken. Yeah, we saw up at Tractor Supply they had a list of their chickens and what color eggs they would lay. But you know, Rachel said she's hungry for eggs now. So
me too.
Yeah. So
a nice slab of
Max.
What? Max.
Hi Max. You can't sit on Daddy's shoulders. He's so heavy.
How about Max is 23 pounds?
Yeah, our Max a moose. He is a moose. So
No, Bubba, come on.
eggs and pickle juice.
Eggs and pickle juice.
Kimber said eggs and pickle juice. Yep. Come on, boy.
He's like, I need to be here in front of everything.
Yeah, yeah, he's in front of this screen now. Hello. So, oh yeah, your neighbors are probably really happy, Angela. No, I would be. So, all right, guys, we've been on for almost 2 hours. So we are going to go because I have to clean up some messes that the puppies, they're running around like nuts, grabbing socks and all kinds of stuff. So, we're going to go. And if you guys think of anything in the comment section after this goes live, in the comment section, just put down what you might want to see, like some crime stories or anything that you find interesting. Just let me know down below in the comment section later on. And we want to thank everybody for showing up tonight. I know it was an unusual live. We really didn't talk about much, but more keto stuff than anything. But we want to thank you so much for coming by and supporting us like you all do. We really do appreciate it.
You're welcome, Brenda.
Oh, thank you, Brenda, for coming. Yep, I know. Thank you, Angela. We really didn't talk about that much, really, because I don't know, like the whole Henson thing. I'm not over it to expose her for the non-cancer stuff, but I'm just over that. Like watching it daily is just, you know,
I like taking a break.
Yeah,
from
it's
it.
too much right now. So I just want to, take a break, let her put her foot in her mouth a little bit more, and then we'll see what happens. Oh yeah, thank you, Angela, so much. We appreciate everybody. We really do. Thank you, Miss H. Nancy, have a good weekend. Nancy, message me sometime.
Nancy, ciao, Goomba.
So, thank you, Rachel. Thank you so much. So, and like Rachel, if you want any more information, like I said, I have a playlist all about the keto. And if anybody's really interested in keto, please look up what you want to, like keto for beginners. Just check that out first. Oh, thank you, Debbie. Thank you. We'll see you. All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Dylan's headed. So, good night.